Hello to you. It's been a while. I hope you have been doing great and keeping safe. I am Jay Ann. Welcome to another episode of Unpopular Bible Stories.
Today, we will be looking at an intriguing story from Exodus chapter 1. The title of this story is Kill or Deliver. You probably have heard the story of Joseph and how his brothers sold him into slavery. If you haven't and would love to hear it, let me know in the comment section. Anyway, fast forward a few years and he became second in command to Pharaoh. He helped the country through a famine and helped his family to relocate to Egypt. Under his leadership, Egypt prospered and travelers from far and near came and settled there or to buy and sell. Fast forward some more, Joseph is dead and there is a new king who either didn't know the history of what Joseph did for the country or he didn't care. This king was more concerned with the birth rate and growth of the Israelites and how they were much more than the Egyptians. One day the king said to his advisors, "Look, the Israelites are more and mightier than we are. We need to do something about them, or they're going to multiply, and if it happens that there is a war, they join with our enemies, fight against us, and overthrow us out of the land." The solution that the king and his advisors came up with was to afflict them with burdens and cause them to serve with rigor. Now, what that meant was that they made them build their cities, to work in cement and brick and in the fields. They appointed taskmasters that beat them to get the work done. Amazingly though, the more they worked them, the more the numbers grew. The king was puzzled, troubled, and at his wits' end because he really wanted to weaken the Israelites. Then he got the idea to attack the problem at the source. So he called the midwives Shiphrah and Puah.
He said, "Listen, you are the ladies that are responsible for delivering babies in Egypt. When you deliver babies for the Israelite ladies, I order you, if it is a son, then you shall kill him, but if it is a daughter, she shall live." The midwives were very sad when they left and could only think about the king's order for them to kill the boy babies. How could they do that? But because they saw how the king treated anyone who disobeyed him, they were in fear of their lives should they disobey his order.
When the time came for them to put Pharaoh's request into action, they couldn't do it because they respected God more. So the number of Israelites kept growing and growing and growing. The king called Shiphrah and Puah. He was very upset. "Why have you done this thing and saved the children alive?" The midwives had the answer ready for him. They said, "The Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian, for they are lively and deliver before we come to them." So the Israelites continued to grow in numbers, and guess what? Because the midwives were obedient to God and did not follow the king's order to kill, God made for them houses, or he gave them a legacy, a dynasty. That didn't stop Pharaoh, because he called his people and said, "Every son that is born, you shall cast into the river, and you shall save the daughters alive." What can we learn from this story? The first thing I got is this: when we are on the Lord's side and are obedient to him, we will prosper. Isaiah said, "No weapon that is formed against us shall prosper, and every tongue that shall arise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord." The Israelites continued to grow in numbers despite the hard work given to them by the Egyptians. When we are obedient to the Lord, he will grant us a fitting reward. That is our second lesson. Exodus 1 verse 21 reads, "And it came to pass, because the midwives feared God, that he made them houses. Know that, except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it." Be obedient and allow the Lord to build your house, to build your legacy, to build your dynasty. Thirdly, Despite your position, do not ask anyone to do evil on your behalf. Leaders are responsible for being good examples to those over whom they have leadership. Peter encouraged the elders in 1 Peter 5 verses 2 and 3. Shepherd the flock of God that is among you, exercising oversight, not under compulsion, but willingly, as God would have you, not for shameful gain, but eagerly, not domineering over those in your charge, but being examples to the flock.
Is there anything else that you learned from this story? Put it in the comments below. Thank you for watching this episode, and see you next time when we look at another unpopular Bible story that you just want to love.